Sometimes it can be really hard to know exactly what to buy for food shortage survival. It's recommended to have enough food on hand for 2,000 calories of food per person and 1 gallon of water per person every day at minimum. When it comes to survival foods, many people immediately think of things like MREs, tack bars, and survival tabs. And you should actually definitely check these out, and there'll be a link in the description if you want to. But did you know you actually get more calories per dollar buying peanut butter than you would using MREs, survival tabs, or even freeze-dried food? Keep watching to find out how to get the biggest bang for your buck with these top 12 items to buy for food shortage survival. Hey everybody, welcome to Survival Superhero. Today, we're going to go over the top things to buy right now to start prepping for food shortage survival. Make sure to watch through to the last one because it's one of the most important ones of all that you cannot live without. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so we can help you with survival regularly. Now let's get straight into the video. Number 12, powdered peanut butter, 15 years shelf life. Peanut butter is a great source of protein, contains a decent amount of vitamins and minerals, and even contains a lot of antioxidants. Powdered peanut butter is more expensive than regular peanut butter, but it has a 15-year shelf life. Regular peanut butter is also good, but only has a 2-year shelf life. If stored correctly, most of the foods on this list will actually last well past their best buy due date on the product. Ideally, you want to store this stuff in an airtight container to keep out pests and put it in a dry, cool, and dark location. Calories per dollar. Let's figure out the calories per dollar. Calories divided by price equals calories per dollar. Powdered peanut butter, calories, 3,710 divided by price, $12.48 equals 297 calories per dollar. Regular peanut butter, calories, 4,600 divided by price, $4.74 equals 970 calories per dollar. So you get over 3 times more calories per dollar with regular peanut butter as you do with powdered peanut butter. But the powdered peanut butter lasts almost 8 times longer than the regular peanut butter, which is one of the main reasons it costs almost 3 times more than the regular peanut butter. Number 11, canned vegetables, 5 to 7 years shelf life. Canned vegetables are cheaper to buy than fresh vegetables and have a shelf life of 5 to 7 years. Studies show that canned vegetables actually have the same amount of nutritional content as the fresh vegetables, so this is a great way to get important nutrients into your body. Calories per dollar. Canned green beans, 92 calories per dollar. Number 10, emergency ration bars. They've got about a 5-year shelf life depending on which bar you buy. Also known as power bars or nutrition bars, these were originally used by the military for extreme survival purposes. Emergency ration bars are great for when you're on the go and you can't stop to set up a food prep area. Emergency ration bars are kind of like portable tactical food rations that have been fortified with additional vitamins and minerals that your body needs to function. One of the best tasting emergency ration bars is the S.O.S. Rations bar. It's got 3,600 calories split up into 9 bars, which is enough food for one person for 3 days. There's a link in the description if you want to check this out. Calories per dollar. S.O.S. Rations Emergency 3,600 Calorie Food Bar has 379 calories per dollar. Really quickly here before we move on, how many calories per dollar do you think you get with regular old white rice? Would you say less or more than the S.O.S. Emergency Food Bar? Keep watching to find out the answer. Number 9. Survival tabs, 30 years shelf life. Survival tabs are great because the nutrients inside have a very high bioavailability level. That means that your body can absorb more of the nutrients in survival tabs than if you ate something like peanut butter. Calories per dollar. Survival tabs, 480 calories per dollar. Number 8, canned soups. Canned soups are great because all you have to do is heat them up and you have a warm meal ready to eat. There's also many different kinds to choose from, so you won't go crazy eating the same can of vegetable soup every day. Amy's Organic and Campbell's are both great options. Check the description for a link. Calories per dollar. Bean with bacon soup. 269 calories per dollar. Number 7, powdered eggs. 5 to 10 years shelf life. Powdered eggs are a great source of protein and essential amino acids that your body needs to survive. Your body cannot generate these specific amino acids by itself that you get from eggs, so powdered eggs are a great thing to store. Calories per dollar. Powdered eggs, 121 calories per dollar. Number 6, canned tuna and canned chicken, 3 to 5 years shelf life. Canned tuna and chicken are great protein sources and also very cheap. It's also great because you don't need to cook this tuna or chicken. You might not be able to turn on a stove or even build a fire in an emergency situation, so it's really nice to have a cheap meat protein like tuna available that doesn't require any cooking. Calories per dollar. Canned tuna, 80 calories per dollar. Canned chicken, 50 calories per dollar. Did you know you can actually freeze dry your own food at home? This is a really advanced technology, and we live in a time where you can actually do this yourself in your own home. Keep watching to find out how. Number 5, powdered milk, 15 year shelf life. This is one of the only complete proteins that will last up to 15 years if you store it properly. Milk powder has everything the body needs in it, from vitamins and minerals to proteins and energy. You want to store these in Mylar bags, and check the description for a link. Calories per dollar. Powdered milk, 295 calories per dollar. Number 4, MRE, or meals ready to eat. 5 to 7 year shelf life. These were designed for military use to give troops all the things their body would need to survive out in a battle situation. MREs usually contain everything you're going to need to eat the meal as well, such as eating utensils, condiments, and napkins, and many even come with a flameless heater. You definitely want to have a few boxes of MREs in your food shortage preparation kit if you can, but you probably are not going to stockpile MREs. That's because MREs are pretty expensive. Plus, they generally have a shelf life of 5 to 7 years, so you will need to buy new MREs every 5 to 7 years. One of the best flavors is the chili macaroni, and you can find a link to this in the description. Another really great MRE is the Refuel breakfast skillet, and you can find a link to that in the description as well. Calories per dollar. Chili macaroni MRE, 67 calories per dollar. Number 3, rice and beans, 25 to 35 year shelf life. So this is a really big one on pretty much everybody's food survival list. Even Joe Rogan has recently started coming out and saying multiple times that he has started saving rice and beans. Rice and beans combined give you all the essential amino acids that your body needs to survive. You will still need to eat other things besides rice and beans to make sure you get all your micronutrients, but rice and beans is an absolute must-have. Calories per dollar. Pinto beans, 350 calories per dollar. Rice, a whopping 1,324 calories per dollar. Rice is actually the number 1 highest out of everything on this list for the most calories per dollar. Number 2, freeze-dried food, 25 to 30 year shelf life. Freeze-dried food is not talked about much, but it truly is one of the most amazing food technologies available to us today. It removes most of the water in the food to help preserve the food for up to 30 years and sometimes even longer. Freeze drying is a complicated process which drives up the cost. For example, a good brand of freeze-dried food is Mountain House's Adventure Meals. These taste really good, but come in at only 45 calories per dollar. You can actually freeze your own food at home and make it last up to 30 years or more with the Harvest Right Home Freeze Dryer. Check the description for a link, or click the card on the screen to learn more about how freeze drying works with the Harvest Right Home Freeze Dryer. You should definitely check this out. It does come with a pretty high price tag, but the value you get on the back end can be well worth it if you use it enough. And you can also buy food that has already been freeze dried. Look for freeze dried food that comes either in its own individual packets or in a 10-pound can, also called a number 10 can. And now it is time for number 1. The number 1 top item to buy for food shortage survival is water. Water comes with a 1 to 5 year shelf life. Water transports oxygen through your body, helps detoxify your body, and is used by your body for almost every single metabolic function. Now, it's not uncommon for your water to shut off during emergency situations, so obviously it's going to be a great idea to have some water on hand. But how much water should you have? It's a good idea to have at least 14 gallons of water per person stored up. This will give you 1 gallon for one person every day for 2 weeks. But that is the bare minimum. If you want to be really prepared for anything, it's better to have around 60 to 120 gallons of water total for each person. That equals about 2 to 4 gallons of water every day for one person, with enough to last for 30 days. Now, you can buy cases of water that have added essential minerals and electrolytes in them. Check the description for a link. Amazon also sells emergency water with a 5-year shelf life, and there's a link in the description. That is all for our list of the top things to buy right now to start prepping for food shortage survival. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss more videos about survival and much more. Check out this next video about the Harvest Right Home Freeze Dryer, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.